What's up guys, we're again with Chums. We're here today with the unboxing for the Super Nintendo Classic.
Yeah,
oh yes,
SNES Mini.
It's
yes, we
very,
say SNES.
It's SNES.
Not SNES.
It's very mini, very small, but we're going to check it out, and we're going to have a look, and we're going to see what games are on it.
We're going to see what's in this little box, so stick with us, we're going to go through it right now.
Yeah, hi Dan.
Dan's not there.
Dan's not there.
Alright, so, I'm going to go through this box. As you can see, it's a very small box. It's got Mario and Yoshi on the front, because why not? Yeah, there's an idea of what kind of size we're thinking about.
Very small.
It is. You see other people holding them on like YouTube and stuff, and it's like, it looks bigger than I thought, but it's actually really small. But yeah, there's some of the games included. So bring that up a bit so you can have a look. Alright, that's all of the games actually.
How many games? 20 plus 1.
Yeah,
so that's 21.
Well, you've got Star Fox 2. So it's locked at the beginning, so apparently you need to do the first level of Star Fox. So that's all the games. I mean, we're not going to run through all of them now, but you can see that. You can pause the video if you want to see it. So let's get cracking. Open this thing up. Try not to damage the box, because it's a very nice box.
It is a nice box.
Alrighty. Before we go any further, just
very well organised.
So there's your
it's the manual.
retro style manual.
Yes.
Except for some colours and some me on the back. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it, man.
It's under the cables.
A lot of cables.
Let's do this, because this is the thing.
Whoa, that is really small. I mean, you have pretty small hands for such a big guy, but that's still pretty small.
Slightly offensive.
Yes.
I'll take it as a I'll imagine it was a compliment.
Yeah.
There's a power switch, which actually works.
Oh, it works. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the eject button obviously doesn't work because neither does the cartridge slot. But yeah, the reset button also works. That's how you like change games. Controller ports. Obviously not the real controller ports.
Where are the real controller ports? Behind it.
There we go.
Ah, very cool.
So they're like the way like the nunchuck connected to the Wii U. Those same ports for that.
Will the Wii nunchuck be compatible with this?
I have no idea. It's actually a good question.
Oh, thank you.
There's the ports on the back. HDMI out, and then micro USB in for power. So the way I'm going to use this, because it doesn't come with a plug, which a lot of people have got a bit mad about, which is quite typically Nintendo. They do that with their DS line and everything. But it comes with a USB cable, which is there. So you can just plug that in, and then this is just going to be sitting in the middle of my PS4 and Xbox One and Switch, so I'm just going to power it from them. Power it straight into one of those things.
Hey, does it come with controllers?
It does. Let's just get that out of the way. We also get an HDMI cable, because who doesn't have enough of them by now? And here we go.
We always seem to run out of HDMI cables when we go around.
Dan plumbs everything in, and we can't mess with his HDMI cables. All right, so
you got that. Oh wow!
Classic SNES pad.
Yes.
Which obviously has that connector on it, which we mentioned before is very Wii-like. But other than that, I mean, that looks the business. It feels a little bit rougher than I remember the SNES pads feeling. I remember mine being really smooth.
Can I have a feel?
You may.
Yeah, that actually is really rough. The texture on it's really...
it's textured. It's not... Rough's probably the wrong word, but it's textured. I remember my SNES pad being smooth, but it feels good.
Well, we were little kids then. What the fuck do we know?
You're saying our hands were too primitive to feel texture.
Yes.
So yeah, there's one of those. And two of those, because we get two, because obviously you need two pads for Mario Kart and such. But I mean, those are proper legit SNES pads. They look the business. They feel exactly how I remember my SNES pad feeling. I mean, I don't know where my SNES pad is now.
Speaking of the original SNES, do you have one so we can do a size comparison?
Indeed. Let's just get this stuff out of the way.
Alright. Alright,
so ta-da! Magic SNES. So there's the original Super Nintendo Chalmers. And obviously, you know, this stuff does work on this one, and the controller ports are real, but I mean, look at...
Wow. Wow.
Also, what's really weird, I mean, like, old consoles have this thing of going yellow.
Yeah,
it's weird how just this bit and this little bit on mine is yellow. But
Mine went yellow at the front as well.
yeah, it's weird.
Mm.
But I mean, look, that is properly
Captures the
captures
aesthetics.
the aesthetic.
Yeah.
And also, I think the LED also there lights up red when you turn it on.
Speaking of turning it on and everything, we're going to play a few games on it as well.
We're
aren't
going to go through the menus, have a look at like the filters and stuff it offers, and maybe play a game or two. It won't be Nintendo games because they'll kill us because we're not Nintendo partners.
Yeah.
So we'll play, I don't know, maybe Mega Man X or something. 'Cause that's one of the
Final
games.
Fantasy.
Maybe Final Fantasy 6, even though it says 3 on there.
Yeah.
One thing I did also want to point out, I don't know if I did, on the back of the box, these are all American box art.
Oh, okay.
Which is a little bit...
It's not the PAL region, is it?
It's a little bit... It's nitpicky, but like, this is the whole thing of this is nostalgia. So to have not the box art of the games that we grew up with is a bit strange. But these are 60 Hz games, whereas our PAL games are 50 Hz, so they ran slower. So we get the proper full speed games and Final Fantasy 3 here, which was never released in the UK. Or Final Fantasy 6 as it should otherwise be known. But, there's a couple more as well, I think. Where's Earthbound? Earthbound. There, that was never released here. I think one of the Kirby games. I think there's like 3 or 4 games on here that we never got. So yeah, it's nitpicky complaining about the box art being American, but it means we get more games than we get games finally released over here that were never released over here, and they run at full speed. And also, obviously, we've got Star Fox 2, which was never released anywhere until now. So that's a new game for 2017. So that should be in the running for the Game of the Year. But yeah, we're going to get this hooked up, play some games, go through the menus and everything. So stick around.
Stick around.
So, Mr. Raws,
yes.
we're doing we're having a quick look at the Super Nintendo Mini.
We are, and we've got no fucking sound.
We've got no sound. And
Thanks, Nintendo.
We don't know why. Every time we put the Elgato Capture software on, it
cuts the sound
out. I don't know if that's something on our part or Nintendo.
I'm pretty sure it's not us. I mean, we're fucking stupid when it comes to this stuff, but we've done everything as we normally do. If we kill the Elgato software, the sound comes back. As soon as we load the software again, the sound goes away. So I'm guessing they're blocking audio over HDMI.
Which is strange because we have watched people do live streams.
We have, and I was going to make a point about that because Ian Higton from Eurogamer streamed this yesterday. And I asked him in the comments to play Final Fantasy 3, 6. And I said, because people need to hear Terra's theme. He played it and then he skipped through the intro. Which just
How dare you?
Almost made me cry.
Kind sir.
So yeah, I was going to make a point of sitting through the fucking intro, but we've got no sound, so there's no fucking point.
Well, we were going to play some non-Nintendo games because we don't want to get like blocked or copyright strike. But
now we've got no sound. We thought we'd just sort of walk you through the UI instead. So I mean, we might as well go through the games. So got Contra 3, The Alien Wars, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, which as we said was never released here, F-Zero, Final Fantasy 3, which is Final Fantasy 6. If you need to ask, don't ask.
Don't ask.
Kirby Superstar, 8 games in 1. Kirby's Dream Course, which apparently is awful. Mega Man X, which is amazing. I had a mate of mine when I was younger used to go and import stuff.
Yeah.
And that was one of the games he imported, so he was playing that months earlier.
Did he used to import it from CDX?
Yeah, from when CDX was just one store up on near Tottenham Court Road in Rathbone Place.
The original.
Yeah.
That's where it all started from.
The best. But he used to go up there and import all that Bomberman and the Street Fighter games and pretty much anything Japanese really. He'd go and
was he a bit of a weeb before weeboos were a thing?
Not really. He was like he was a fucking 100-meter sprinter.
Oh, do I know him?
Leroy. Yeah.
Oh, Leroy. Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
He loved his like Street Fighter and Bomberman and Mega Man and stuff.
I would never offend a man of his size.
But yeah, I remember when he got Mega Man X early, and it fucking blew my mind. It looked so good. Yes. So I'm going to play some of that later when I've got sound.
Oh, can I stick around and play a bit with you?
It's one player, so I'll have to do take turns. But Secret of Mana, which is, I think that's actually up to 3-player, but there's no multi-tap on this, so 2-player it is. Star Fox, as we said earlier, Star Fox 2.
You have to unlock that, don't you?
Yeah, I think you have to play the first level of Star Fox and it unlocks 2. So like
Is that
if we press A now,
Is that Street Fighter 2?
clear stage 1 in Star Fox to unlock.
Is that
Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Ooh, that was the game for me, man. I played the shit out of that.
Super Castlevania 4.
I never played that.
I never played that as well, but apparently it's meant to be really good. So that's good to have. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which is apparently rock fucking hard. I never played that.
Yeah, I don't want to make that comparison because apparently people getting sick of people saying it's the Dark Souls before Dark Souls was a thing.
Super Mario Kart. Now this is almost the reason alone that I bought this, just to be able to play Super Mario Kart again on a small device that runs on HDMI.
If I didn't have financial difficulties at this present moment, I would have bought the shit out.
Too much information.
I know, it's too real now.
Yeah, getting a bit too real. But yeah, I still think this is the best Mario Kart. I played that game so much.
I agree with you, to be honest.
And it's a pain in the arse trying to hook up. I mean, as you saw earlier in the video, I still have my SNES, but it's a pain to like fish out all the cables and everything and hook it up over.
It will look like shit as well
on a modern TV. So I mean, now I have this tiny thing which outputs via HDMI. It's just an easy way to play Mario Kart.
What's the resolution of this output?
I think it tops out at 720, 720p 60 frames.
Yeah. And if we are doing something wrong in the comments,
please let us know, because we are thick and we have been drinking.
Because then we might do we might actually do another video if we can get sound of some of the gameplay.
Yeah, some of the non-Nintendo games.
Non-Nintendos, yeah.
So yeah, we also have Super Mario RPG, which I think is another one of the games that didn't release over here.
Did it release in the States, didn't it?
It did, yeah. I don't think it released here though. Super Mario World, which is for me at the very least a top 20 game of all time.
Yeah, I like this game, but my all-time favourite was Mario 3.
Yeah. I can see the appeal. Super Mario World for me. Though.
You know why? Because I remember when I watched the film The Wizard, and at the end, the game they announced was
like my power glove. It's so bad.
Super Mario Brothers 3. I was like,
yeah, that film was amazing.
That film,
and shit.
Yeah, it was amazing and shit because like the story. Who cared about the story?
But it's like Nintendo.
The whole game was just a Nintendo advertisement.
Basically.
The whole film was a Nintendo advertisement.
So yeah, we also have Super Metroid, which I mean, obviously I had a SNES at the time. Yeah, you've seen it earlier in the video.
Yeah.
Somehow I never played Super Metroid. I played it for the first time in like 2008 or 2009 on the Wii Virtual Console, and I was sitting there thinking, this game is incredible. If I'd played that in 1994 when I was 10 years old, it would have blown my fucking mind.
Blown your little...
It would have blown my tiny mind. I mean, that game is still amazing now.
Your parents would have come into the room, in your bedroom,
what
and they would have seen your mind blown.
But no, I mean, so I played it like less than 10 years ago and it was amazing. So I played it in 1994 when I was playing like, I don't know what, like Decap Attack or something. It would have been like, what the... Well, not what the F, because I'm a child, but what the hell is this? This is incredible.
What's next?
I'm going to play that again for sure. Next up, skip one there, Super Punch Out.
Oh, yeah.
Which, the only thing I know about Punch Out is that apparently it's quite racially stereotypical.
Well, that's fair to say of a lot of early Nintendo games. I mean, look at their mascot. It's a stereotypical Italian plumber.
True. Wait, is a plumber stereotypically Italian?
Well, he's supposed to be from Brooklyn, but he's Italian, but actual Italian.
Yeah, not like, hey, what you talking about?
What are you talking about? He's a, hey,
hey, what are you talking about?
Fresh off the boat.
Oh, we're getting arrested now, aren't we? Next up, Link to the Past.
Good game.
This is another one I never played at the time.
I didn't either. No.
See, this is going back to like 8 and 16-bit years, where you'll get 2 games a year if you're lucky. Times.
Yeah, I got one for my birthday and for Christmas.
Yeah, and that was about
it.
So yeah, there's a lot of games I did miss out on at the time. I mean, I had Mario World, I had Mario All Stars, which I'm quite surprised isn't on this.
Yeah.
Because it would have been nice to have all the sort of 8 and 16-bit Marios on this thing. But yeah, I mean, I had a fair few SNES games because you used to trade them with friends and stuff. But I missed out on Metroid, I missed out on Zelda, missed out on a few more. This one as well. Friend of mine, Dan, not Dan from the channel. Not Dan Chum.
No.
But another friend of mine.
That's
also
his actual name. Dan. That's all our names.
Dan
Raw
Chum,
Chum, Paul
Chum.
Chum.
But yeah, he fucking loved Yoshi's Island. He wouldn't stop going on about it.
He must like crying babies.
He must do. And strange cartoon dinosaurs. But yeah, that's one of his favourite games. I've played bits of it, but never much.
What's next, Mr. Roars?
The next one is the first one, back to Contra 3 again.
No.
So, I mean, you can see down the bottom. Like,
did we go through everything?
we've gone through everything.
Hey!
All 21 of them. And also, to show... I might as well go through like the options and stuff.
Just imagine the sound of the background sound is do 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 do. That's what's playing at the moment. Obviously, we couldn't capture the sound. So
let's load up a game just so we can show how the filters look.
No sound.
Yeah, no sound. So again, sorry about that, but blame Nintendo. They hate the internet. Ooh, beer. What are we drinking, Paul?
We are drinking our favourite beer. Well, one of my favourites, I think. Or if not my favourite beer. Asahi beer. I know.
And why are we making a point of drinking Asahi today, Paul?
Because we went to the Matsuri Festival.
Yes, hopefully you saw our video.
We went to our local pub that we always go to when we're in central London, in Soho, called the Montague Wetherspoons.
Montague
Pike. It's in Soho. It's Wetherspoons. We always make a point of going there because they serve Asahi on tap. It's one of the few places that we know of that does it on tap. We went there. We said, "Can we have a pint of Asahi, please?" And they
strode in like bosses.
Yeah, my good man.
Asahi, my good man.
And they were like, "Sorry, Asahi's out." We were like, "We'll go change the barrel. We'll wait." And they kept saying Asahi's out. So I think they either don't know how to change a barrel,
or they didn't like us,
or they just didn't like us, or they were completely out of Asahi. And I wasn't happy. So I had an Estrella, and you had a shitty Tuborg.
I did. Start. There we go. So yeah, let's just get into this. So right, so the game's running. So hit the reset button to go back to the menu.
What are you doing, you crazy man?
I know it seems counterintuitive, doesn't it?
Yes.
You wouldn't want to hit the reset button. Oh, Paul! Every time we're like, Paul, put your phone on silent. And you're like, no, it'll be fine.
Oh,
it just keeps going.
Sorry.
Right, so yeah, you wouldn't want to hit the reset button on your old SNES while you're playing the game.
That's just madness.
But that suspends it. I mean, you can see bottom left corner of the screen.
Yeah.
So if I press down, then you can hit Y and actually save that as a restore point or suspend point, as it says
suspend point.
But what we also have, if we go to the display, you've got different filters that you can put on. So
that's crazy.
4x3 is sort of how it would have looked on your old CRT, which is what we've got right now. Which is it just restarts the game. Let's use our restore point. Yeah, so that's how that looks. Just the 4x3 mode. Reset again. Pixel perfect. You can see it's a bit narrower. So that's what I think. This is like what the SNES actually output, and then it would stretch it a bit for a CRT TV. So you can see the left and right. Sort of whatever you want to call that. The big black bars are wider. But we also have, which will make a lot of people happy, a CRT filter.
Right.
Which adds scan lines to make it look like it would have looked on your old TV.
What shit?
Well, no, I mean it smooths out rough edges and stuff. So I mean that looks quite nice. It looks cleaner in the pixel perfect mode. But you add scan lines to it, and it looks a bit closer to as you would have remembered it looking.
Back in the early 90s.
Back then when we were young, not even men, but children. Actual children. But yeah, I mean, I was saying earlier, I saw my friend Leroy playing this, and it was just like, this looks incredible.
And you were like, can I have a go?
He was like, no, stop touching my SNES controller.
I hate you.
Alright, so yeah, that's the display modes. We also have frames. So you can add sort of an effect to the black bars, because a lot of people aren't big fans of black bars, I guess.
Yeah, well, you see a lot of YouTubers who are more accomplished than us put...
so you go this lovely matrixy style thing.
They put
look at that,
images...
the colours change and everything.
They put images where the aspect ratio sort of ends. like on the sides there. Well, we don't do that
because we're not good
because
technically.
we don't know how to do that.
So you got a nice matrixy effect. What else have we got here? That thing. Other thing. Weird mosaic-y type thing. That looks like it'd probably be a bit annoying, that one. Yeah, it's a bit too much really, isn't it?
Yeah.
That kind of overpowers the screen. What else do we have? Nice wood effect, if you're into your like Atari or something. Ooh, spacey, that would be nice for Metroid maybe.
Alright, so there's a lot of effects here, isn't it?
There's quite a few, yeah.
So, overall thoughts of the NES Mini?
I have no idea because I didn't buy a NES Mini.
Oh,
but I quite
SNES,
like the SNES
Mini, sorry. Overall thoughts?
I'm really happy with it. I mean, it's been a long time since I've played my SNES because it's just, like I said, it's a pain in the arse to hook it up. And, yeah, it's nice having something with at least some games. It's not all the games I had, obviously. You're never going to get that. But it's got some of the games I had, and it runs via HDMI, outputs via HDMI. Comes with 2 brand new pads. And I mean, these are legit SNES pads, as we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
They just feel the part.
Alright, so
yeah, I mean, 70 quid I paid for this.
Spent.
I'm very chuffed with it.
Yeah, well, I didn't get one obviously for the real reasons I mentioned earlier. But if they do another run of it, I'll probably get one.
I think you should.
I think I should treat myself.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Obviously, without the sound because of Nintendo's issues. Ooh, that was weird.
Authentic.
Yeah. So yeah, we hope you enjoy. Well, hopefully, if we can resolve these issues with the volume, we'll do another video of actual games of non-Nintendo owned games.
Like this one.
Yeah, but yeah, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again.
And if you got your own SNES Mini, let us know in the comments and let us know how you're getting on with it.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.